So in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 reasons why you are not financially free and you are broke. If you are someone who is wondering, what do I know about being financially free and being broke? I've been in a situation where I was earning less than minimum wage. And now at this stage, at the age of 28, I run multiple businesses online, which turns over £500,000. So I know a thing or two what I'm talking about. So this video is going to be useful. Let's get started. So the last year in October, I was just sitting down with my older brother, having cigars, all that kind of stuff as well. And we were having a discussion that is every person will get equal opportunities in their life. That was the part of discussion. And for a very long time, I was in a denial, like, yes, every person will get equal opportunities. It will come down to person, how they're going to utilize it. But he made a really, really interesting point, which completely changed my mindset about it. If you are somebody who is born in a third world country, you were born in a poor family, as compared to someone who is born in a first world country, he is born in a rich family or she is born in a rich family. Obviously, that person is going to get more opportunities as compared to someone who is born in a third world country. It's simple as that. And this is unfair advantage which some people have over other person. It's not end of the world. It's not just about the wealth transfer. It's not just about like your parents will set up the business for you and you will do each and everything. It's also about the schools that you go and the people that you actually network with as day-to-day basis at the same time. So all of that play really, really important role while you are grooming to step into a professional life. As soon as you step into a professional life, some person who been to really, really good school, even their parents will not give you money. The chances are they are going to do better in their life because it's just the way they are grown up. It's not just about the wealth transfer at the end of the day. If you're born poor, it's not your fault. If you die poor, that's your fault. And I still believe that up until today as well. A lot of people, I see this because I'm living in the UK now, and I like to give you a little bit of encouragement. If you're somebody who is living in a first world country, even you was born, let's say, in a council state, or you are living on a social benefits and those kind of stuff as well, your lifestyle, the things that you do every single day, and the opportunities that you get every single day are a lot better as compared to somebody who is, let's say, living in Pakistan and even they belong to upper middle class. Your lifestyle is still going to be a lot better than them just because you was born in a first world country. So you don't never should take this for granted. The next thing which really stops a lot of people, and the thought for that actually came from, I came to the point where I had to finance my own business. I didn't had enough money. So I decided to sell my car. I was driving Lexus at that time, and then I was living in London. There was no point for me to actually, have a car because public transport is really great at the end of the day in London. So I sold my car, I put the money inside the business. And after when I moved to Newcastle, because I'm living in a countryside now, literally in order for me to get a little groceries, I have to travel a little bit because there are not many shops around me and there is not good transport as compared to London. So I wanted to buy a car. And I went to meet a person who was selling Skoda at that time, and he advertised the car for £6,500. And I went to see him. He decided to he said, "Come on in, let's have a cup of tea. In the meantime, you look for the car. You're paying £6,500, so you just make sure everything is fine, and then we can have some discussion. Just sit inside the house." And we was having a cup of tea, and I asked him why you are selling this car, and he told me that he is looking to buy a new house. The house gonna cost around 180,000, and he got approved for 250,000 for the mortgage, but he's looking to raise money for the deposit. So he decided to sell his car, £6,500. It's gonna help him a lot because he's trying to put together £20,000 for the deposit. So then the topic of the conversation changed between the business and changed between the job. And that day I decided, and I truly believed, that the systems in the countries, I'm not just talking about UK, in many different countries, even the schooling, even the colleges, even the universities are actually designed to make a worker, not to make an entrepreneur or not to make a businessman. And I will give you a simple example. He told me that with his wife, like both of them was earning around 60,000 pounds. So they got approved for 300,000, which is great. And he was really happy about it. So I didn't really push that much. Like, in a business, you probably will make more than that, like all that kind of stuff as well. The reality is here that if he even have 6 months of pay slips or even 3 months of payslip as well, he can go to any bank, any lender, and he can show them, look, me and wife, we are earning 60,000 pounds. So the bank will say, okay, well, we will approve you for the mortgage. Here is 300,000 pounds because you are getting pay slips, you are in a job on a regular basis. As compared to a businessman who will probably making a lot more than that, he would have to show maybe 2 years of tax return in order to get approved for the mortgage. We are lucky we're living in Europe. We have a great social welfare system, but as compared to other countries where the health is not free, and there are a lot of jobs which comes with insurance included inside your job. And then on the top of that, if you want to apply for the mortgage or you want to apply for the car finance, nobody will talk to a businessman. Even the businessman is probably making a lot more money. They will always go for somebody who have like a full-time permanent job. And coming from a culture where, you might laugh about it, sometime our parents still get to choose the person we get married with. It's right or wrong, that's a complete different discussion. But once you go and you're talking to girl side or boy side of parents, most of the time they will ask like what the boy does or what the girl does. He have a job, he is working for Google or let's say, and they will just like, oh, that's great. If he have a business, then it's really, really uncertain for them. So they think like, okay, this person is going to get married to a person who is who could be in a financial difficulty. So that's probably not will be the ideal person at the end of the day. So the whole system and whole culture, the point which I'm trying to make is simply designed to make a worker. That's why there isn't much incentive for somebody to start a business at the same time. So that's why we always we grow up in that mindset and we have that stuck and fed into our brain through our parents, through the culture, through the schooling, through the college, all that kind of stuff as well. So it makes really hard. That's why a lot of people are still living paycheck to paycheck. The third thing, which is really relevant to second thing and very relevant to what you can do to actually change all that as well. Let me give you a couple of examples. What's my definition of rich at the end of the day, what I considered as a rich person. If you're making more than 450,000 per year, which is 450,000 pound or even $1, you can call yourself somewhat financially free. But at the end of the day, regardless how much money you have, it's not going to be enough anyway. But the problem is, in order for you to make 450,000, unless you have a job in a JP Morgan or you are some kind of financial advisor or you have a really a high paid, high tech kind of job, you probably will make 450,000 through the job. But for most of every single day people is going to be through business. But this has come down to the person like me or you at the end of the day, how much risk we are willing to take. I'm not really pitching a course, I'm just giving you one example. We have a 0 to full-time eBay course and I talk to many people every single day, and most of the question that people will ask me is it about how long it's gonna take and can I make money with this. Those questions at some level, they are not stupid, but at the same time they are also stupid. Let me tell you why they are not stupid. Because some people is probably going to be their main source of income. So they want to make sure if this something works. So I tell them, look, read the testimonial. There are so many people who have done really, really great. And those people who are asking this question, sometime the question come up, how long do I have to work every single day in order to achieve this much money? And that also comes from the mindset where you are designed to become a worker. Problem with this question, if you're asking, if you're somebody who have a family, have a job, that's fine. You probably have a limited hours in a day. As a businessman, as a creative person, as an entrepreneur, we need to understand that anything that you will do in life, you will have to take a risk. And majority of people, as I said, they don't come out of the first reason, which I said they don't get equal opportunity. The second reason, The system made them slave. They are workers, so that's why they will ask how much I'm gonna get paid after working this many hours. Every single thing in the society have made them not to take the risk as well. Like, they are literally looking for something which is like a guaranteed kind of thing, because the job is guaranteed kind of thing. Like, you put this many hours and you're gonna get this much reward at the end of the day, which with the job, unless you are working in the JP Morgan, as I said, making 450,000, it's not going to make you 450,000. But with the business, you should be willing to take a risk. If we stay consistent and if we keep on doing it for consistent certain period of time, then the amount of work that you're going to put in is going to go lower and the reward is going to go higher. And that's the time when you employ more people and you actually increase the business. If you're somebody who want to take it serious to the next level, you want to advance information, all that kind of stuff as well, I put together a course. The link for that one is inside the description. You don't have to buy it. It's there just to let you know.